Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the campus of Oak Hill High School here at the Lilly Center. Lucas Berry and Chris Rader here on the New River Network, getting you set for Greenbrier East and Oak Hill High School. Chris, I know the month of December is usually a happier time, but we have ourselves a good old-fashioned rivalry here tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. We talked a little bit about it the last game. This is a sectional rivalry. This will count towards seeding when we get into March. And like I mentioned last game, East, I guarantee, is coming in here looking for a little revenge. They were the 1 seed last year in the section and got upset on their home court by Oak Hill. Of course, 2 years ago, East ended Oak Hill's season, so there's no love lost between these two teams.
No, there's not. And talking about last game, I was thinking about what we saw here tonight. Nicholas County came in here. It was a back-and-forth game for a while. Oak Hill pulled away, and then the Grizzlies kind of fought their way back into the game. I thought Oak Hill showed a lot of toughness in being able to hold on and extend that lead. It got down to 3 at one point. They were able to pull away for a 17-point win.
Yeah, they sure did. It got down to a 61-58 game, and he had a nice layup by Hicks. And then Cole Nelson, who actually struggled during the game with his shot a little bit, had 2 big plays down the stretch. He finally knocked down a 3 over here on the left elbow. And then the next possession, he drove baseline and had a nice assist on a 3 to Trevor Kelly, and that extended the lead back out. And Nicholas County just couldn't get back into the game. So that was a, but like you said, that was a hotly contested game there for a while. So on paper, East looks a lot like Nicholas County. They're not going to overwhelm Oak Hill with their size, kind of like what Pikeview did in the opening game. Their tallest player is 6'4", and he's a freshman. So on paper, they're pretty evenly matched. So it shouldn't be a game that Oak Hill gets overwhelmed on the boards or inside.
You mentioned the importance of this in section. East has already lost a sectional game. They lost to Woodrow. So
yeah,
this
sure
is
did.
a really important game for them.
Yeah, that's interesting scheduling coming out of the gate, too. A lot of times you'll come out with the team, maybe you think you can – it's a non-sectional game, or maybe it's a team in a class below you. East is coming out with 2 sectional rivals right out of the gate. So that's interesting scheduling, and you're right. They've already lost one to Woodrow. They don't want to drop 2 in a row to sectional rivals, but they're coming on the road here. And they're a young team, too. When you look at the roster, they only have 2 seniors. So this is a different East team than what we've seen the last couple of years, which has been pretty solid basketball teams. I think they might be in a little bit of a rebuilding phase this year.
It'll be an interesting game for sure, and we're glad you're here with us on the New River Network. Can't wait to see what this game has in store for us. We're counting down 6 minutes to go. We're just under 6 minutes, actually, until this game tips off. Chris, let's go ahead and look at these starters for Greenbrier East here. Brody, we have 4 of the 5. We're waiting to see what that 5th one looks like. As you can imagine, these head coaches are not exactly in a rush to tell us who they're gonna play. Brody Hamrick will start for Greenbrier East, I beg your pardon, as will Peyton DeHavern, and then Gabe Patton and Braylon Godfrey.
Those are 4 of the starters. I talked to their scorekeeper during the JV game. He said those 4 should start. The 5th will be a little bit of a surprise. I guess we'll see. He said it's kind of up in the air. Of the 4 we just named, I talked to Benitez Jackson a little bit last night, and he said that Gabe Patton, who's actually the coach's son, Jared Patton's the head coach for Greenbrier East. Gabe is his son. Gabe, he said that he thought Gabe was probably their best player. They're going to run their offense through him a lot. But he mentioned the same thing I just talked to. He said they're really young. So East has a lot of inexperience, playing a lot of guys who have not gotten a lot of varsity minutes the last couple of years. So this is kind of a new experience for them, too. And he did say that they play really hard, which, as a coach, you always want to hear your players play hard, but that can be kind of a backhanded compliment sometimes, too. I know I was watching the Jets when they were doing their show on HBO, and their coach said, I do not want to hear a coach tell me my team plays hard this year. Because usually if a coach is telling you your team's playing hard, they've gotten beat, and you're just trying to make him feel better. Mm-hmm. He did say East puts in a lot of effort. So we'll see what happens tonight against a young East team here.
I can guarantee you one thing: it'll be an intriguing game, that's for sure. It certainly has the makings of an interesting game. We hope we get a better game than the JV game ended up. The JV game got out of hand in a hurry.
Yeah, that one got away from them a little bit. Yeah, and you could see East inexperience there a little bit as we were watching the JV game. Oak Hill overwhelmed them, so we'll see if the varsity puts up a little more of a fight than their JV did. But to get back to my conversation with Benitez, I asked him, I said, what did you do better against Nicholas County than you did against Pikeview? And he said he liked the flow of their offense. He said he liked the flow of their offense and the pace of their offense a little bit better. So he felt like they got into their offense a little easier and more efficiently than they did against Pikeview. He also said, he mentioned that they rebounded the ball a lot better, but he also conceded that some of that improved rebounding had to do with less size on Nicholas County's part. And again, Greenbrier East doesn't have a ton of size themselves. He mentioned to me last week that when they play teams that have size, that's going to be a struggle for them. That will be a struggle for them. And we saw that come to fruition against Pikeview in the season opener.
Counting down the minutes, under 3 until our contest begins. Greenbrier East has apparently retreated to the locker room. Oak Hill is, I would assume, on the way.
So let me
some rebounding drills in.
While we have a couple minutes and we're filling time here, let me switch gears a little bit. The AAA All-State football team came out over the weekend, and we do have some congratulations in order. Malachi Lewis was a second-team All-State pick as a defensive back. Adam Long, who had a terrific season at linebacker, was also a second-team All-State defensive back. And then J.D. Moritz and Elijah Gray both got honorable mention. So we want to congratulate those kids. They had a great year. The whole team had a great year. They got recognized individually, and it was well-deserved. And, you know, you and I called a lot of those games this year. That was a lot of fun. You know, 8-3 season, first trip to the playoffs in a few years for Oak Hill. So we had a lot of fun calling that. But I did want to recognize those kids, and we'll see Malachi out here on the court tonight. And, you know, I think Malachi has a really good chance to get some All-State recognition in basketball this year, too.
I would agree with you. Yes, we absolutely do want to pass on our congratulations to those guys. And like you said, that was a lot of fun calling it. I can't remember the last time. I think the last time Oak Hill had a season like that, I was in high school. It's been a while.
Yeah.
So it was fun to be around. It really was. It was fun to come to the stadium every week and get a chance to experience it either being in the booth with you or down there getting what I would consider the best seat in the house, right down there on the 10-yard line.
Absolutely.
We're having the cheerleaders being introduced. Can't have a high school sporting event without cheerleaders. This might be the most freshmen I remember on the cheerleading squad in quite some time.
Yeah, they got a big cheerleading squad this year, too. And some girls I know, man, I feel like I'm getting old. These girls that I've known, they've been friends with my daughter since they were little. Now they're in high school cheering. Nothing ages you when you see your children grow and their friends grow, and see them in high school now is, definitely making me feel like I got some gray in my beard.
Well, you can easily snap me in half, so I'm not going to say you do. Oh, goodness. That's generally my approach to things. If you can snap me in half, I'm going to be nice to you.
So, Tez also mentioned he thought defensively, he said that they showed improvement, but they said there's also improvement still to be had. So it's going to be a work in progress. Greenbrier East, he said offensively, they kind of like to do a lot of what Oak Hill likes to do. They'll spread it out. They'll go 5 out. And if we get to do some of these games this year, and I think we're going to go to a national anthem, so I'll let you take us to a break.
Then we've concluded honoring our country. We can get back to discussing what should be a good game.
So as I was saying before they went to the anthem, Tez was telling me that East will do a lot of that 5-out where they spread the court. They have 5 guys outside the 3-point line, and they're just looking to set screens and cut off of that. We're going to see that a lot this year. That's kind of the basketball version of the spread offense in football now. It's a very modern offense. It's something players like to run. It's positionless basketball. They have a lot of green lights to shoot the ball if you get the ball. You know, it used to be if you were a big guy, you parked your butt on the block and you didn't get out of the paint. So now they're giving kids more of the freedom to catch and shoot and put the ball on the deck a little bit and try to create their own shot. So it's a fun offense, and he says the East will do a lot of that. So they'll put the ball in the hands of their playmakers and try to drive and draw and kick a little bit. But he did say that Oak Hill's defense improved incrementally from Pike View, and I think he's hoping they can improve a little bit more here against East tonight.
You mentioned how it's almost a positionless offense. I was kind of making a mental note of this. I saw a lot of guys take the ball up the floor for both teams last time out. It was not get it to the point guard and go. It was simply if you can handle the ball, go. It's
almost, you know, if you played pickup ball growing up, it's almost like pickup ball. You know, if you were playing at the playground and you got the rebound, you weren't looking for a point guard to hand it to. You were just, let's go. We got the rebound. Let's go down the other end of the court and score. And that's kind of what this offense is. Now, I will say, when we were watching the Nicholas County game the other night, I thought Oak Hill still, there were times I saw them standing around. Mm-hmm. Now, they got bailed out a little bit because you got a scorer like Malachi, and some of that was by design. There were definitely times you could tell that the play on that possession was an ISO, clear out, we're going to let Malachi take his man. So you can, which it's nice to have that luxury, but the drawback is if you can get used to that and you're just kind of watching Malachi play, and you don't want to get in the habit of that. You want guys, when you're on the offensive end of the floor, you want guys moving and cutting and screening and constantly looking for a good shot.
Let's get you set on the uniforms here tonight. Greenbrier East comes into town wearing black uniforms with a green number and gold trim. It looks like their shorts say Spartans on one side, and they may have a logo on the other. I can't make it out. For Oak Hill, the traditional white uniform is what we expect with the OH, a really nice looking OH at that, on the shorts with a red trim around the bottom.
I'm one of these old guys yelling at the clouds. I'm still like, wear your school colors. And I get that everybody looks good in black. I get it. It's a sharp looking uniform. I love East colors though. I've always loved that green and gold. I've always been a big fan of that. So if I ruled the world, they would have just came in here in their green jerseys here
like
tonight.
the JV did.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I'm kind of with you. I'm traditionalist.
I see WVU come out in gray uniforms, and I just roll my eyes and shake my head and say, let's go Mountaineers anyway. But
Well, I saw an unsubstantiated rumor they're going to break out a matted black helmet next football season.
Well, they look great. It's not that. I mean,
no.
Everybody looks good in black, and everybody likes black, but if that's not part of your school colors. But again, I get that I'm the old man yelling at clouds with that, so I'll bite my tongue and shut up, and that'll be enough of that. So we were talking as Miss Hayes was announcing East starter, so I didn't get that.
I thought I heard a number 12 was the last East player.
So that's going to be, if that's number 12, that's going to be Lane Lambert. He's a 6'2" sophomore, so we'll go ahead and pencil him in. And if we're wrong, then we'll change it on the fly. And we're watching as Oak Hill's introduced too. We're going to see if they go with the same starting 5. And yeah, and it looks like they are. It looks like they are going to go with the same starting 5 they went against Nicholas County as well. Again, worth mentioning, when we mentioned this last game, Jacob Blankenship was penciled in to be a starter this year. He was a key contributor last year. He got hurt in the preseason and practice, and they're not sure that Jacob's going to be able to play the rest of the season. So Levi Kiska's been pressed into the starting lineup this year. And like I mentioned last game, Tez expects Levi to really develop as the season goes along. He thinks Levi can really grow into a nice contributor for the team this year.
We're just about set to get things underway here at I almost said John P. Dooley Stadium. Not
Old
quite.
habits die hard. It's okay.
Not
Fred Ferry Court,
Fred
Lilly
Ferry
Center.
Court, Center. I'm looking right at it, and I knew Coach Ferry when I was here at Oak Hill. He liked me. I was in Coach Blankenship's driver's ed class, but Coach Ferry would come on in and he'd always say hi to me.
So we do have one news. Looks like Nathan Dixon's going to get the start tonight for Greenbrier East. I don't think we were expecting that.
Kelly to tip off, and the game is in fact underway. And we got a stoppage in play here. We'll keep it on this end of the floor.
Now, Tez did tell me he wouldn't be surprised if he shows some pressure tonight. He said he expects East to try to pressure their guards a little bit.
Trevor Kelly at the top now. Kelly puts it up, and it's no good. Rebound comes down to the Spartans.
So that was definitely a planned ISO. They just got Kelly the ball at the high post, and they just ISO'd him up. He got a decent look, just couldn't fall for him that time.
To have him. Gets it over. Patton in the air, no good.
Now, Patton's going to be their key player tonight for Greenbrier East.
Kiska brings the ball up the floor. This over to Andre Wright. Now it's over to Armani Hicks. Hicks tried to go into Malachi, and he couldn't quite get it to him.
And I tell you what, that's a good idea from Hicks. If Malachi's looking for that, he's got an easy layup. He just had his back turned, but Hicks had the right idea. Malachi's just got to be ready for that pass.
De Haven brings the ball up the floor. Hammer. Trying to find some space out here. Oak Hill applying the defensive pressure. Comes in, nice shot. Missed it. Gets a rebound though, kicking it back out.
That was a nice take. Malachi was able to recover and jar the ball loose from behind though. He beat Malachi baseline initially.
And they're gonna keep it on this end of the floor. .6:45 remaining in our first quarter. And they get it out. Hamrick now with the basketball. And we got a foul called.
Yeah, I think we're going to get one on Levi. It's going to be his first, team first. Levi plays really aggressively, offensively and defensively. He just has a very aggressive mindset.
Spartans will get the basketball in. Going up.
Good help D from Malachi. Oak Hill just can't corral the rebound though. East is getting extra possessions. And again. Nice block by Trevor Kelly.
Kelly comes down with it. And they're going to say a jump ball.
Good defensive possession from Oak Hill, but they got to get a rebound. East just keeps getting extra possessions, and you can't live like that. They'll eventually find the bucket.
No one has, and we're nearly 2 minutes into the contest.
Good pass.
Drives in.
Really nice pass.
And there's our first bucket of the evening. Goes to East.
That was Lane Lambert, but Peyton DeHaven set him up. He's the one that made the play, driving baseline. Nice dish inside by DeHaven.
Trevor Kelly now getting out to Malachi Lewis on the wing. Get out to Trevor Kelly, he motions. It's going to Armani Hicks. Getting out to Andre Wright. Andre looking to create himself.
He steps through, it's going to be a walk though. So again, with Oak Hill struggling offensively, what happened last game, and you might see it again this game, they'll eventually just put the ball in Malachi's hand and ISO him and tell him to go get a bucket for him. But you don't want to fall into that trap of doing that too much.
No. He's trying to get some work done here. Jumps into the lane. Shot is nearly blocked, and it comes down off a Spartan Oak Hill ball.
Yeah, Oak Hill's help defense has been really good here early in the game. Even when they're getting beat off the dribble, you have somebody stepping into the lane to make him shoot over. That time, Trevor Kelly with good help defense underneath.
East applying some pressure here early in the game. Malachi handles the ball. Takes it himself, shots up, and it's good.
Yeah, nice little teardrop that time from Malachi. Was able to get in the lane, throw up a little runner. And that, again, that's the luxury you have if you're having trouble getting a bucket. You know he can get you one.
Back on this end of the floor now.
Good pass. Good
block.
block.
Shot is put up back, though.
Brody Hamrick. And again, Oak Hill, good defensive possession, but they're having trouble coming up with loose balls. And that time it cost them. Brody Hamrick was able to get the rebound off the block and put it up and in.
Malachi takes the shot himself, and he hit it.
Yeah, Malachi, just a little mid-range jumper there, and he can get that shot anytime he wants it.
4-piece here. May not be for long. Shot comes up. It was a good shot, but he didn't get the roll.
Finally get a defensive rebound. Malachi was able to pull down the rebound after the missed layup.
Oak Hill is running fast. Kiska puts it up. In and out, no good. Rebound comes down to the Spartans.
Levi had a pretty good look, just couldn't knock that down. Nice drive that time, though. That's a tough shot. Nice shot that time. That's going to be Nathan Dixon. He was the 5th starter that we wasn't sure was going to start. Nice little baseline take that time. Was able to get it up and over Trevor Kelly.
Kiska, 4-3, no.
Yeah, I definitely think he rushed that a little bit. And Cole Nelson's going to come off the bench and check in for Kiska.
East will inbound the basketball, and they'll start up the floor in no hurry.
Good defense on the pick and roll that time. Nice job by Wright. Good hands. I think that was Armani Hicks was able to knock it away inside.
Malachi comes coast to coast, and he gets it.
Malachi's got all 6 of Oak Hill's points here early.
6 apiece, under 3 to go in the first quarter. Coach Jackson's shaking his head in disappointment. 3 balls in the air, it's no good.
Again, they cannot get a rebound. East is killing them on the boards. That's going to be a foul on Trevor Kelly. That's going to send Hamrick to the line, but Oak Hill really struggling here, giving up a ton of offensive rebounds to Greenbrier East. So they're going to have to get a body on a body and get some of these defensive boards. It's really costing them possessions as Hamrick knocks down his first. Missed that one, and Malachi comes down with the rebound. And Malachi's going to bring her across the timeline. He's, again, calling for a clear out here, Lucas. Nice hands, though. He had the ball stolen.
And he gets it back. And Armani gets it out. Nelson for 3, no good.
It was good ball movement. Cole had a good look in the corner there, just couldn't knock it down. But they moved the ball well.
Dixon now. He puts up a 3, and he hits it.
So Nathan Dixon, he's got 5 early points. Come off a nice pick, curled around it, and was unable to knock down the 3.
10-6, Spartans with the lead.
I actually thought Kelly could have taken that all the way in. Looked like he had his man beat and decided to kick it out.
Armani tried, he didn't get it. And now here comes Dixon once again. I'm sorry, that's not Dixon. Another 3 balls in the air, and it's good.
Boy, Nathan Dixon with a fiery start. He's got 8 already. And Greenbrier East with a quick 7-point lead here, Lucas, with 1.5 minutes left in the first quarter.
Malachi will bring it across the timeline. Coach Jackson sending in substitutions when the next stoppage allows. Malachi puts it up, he misses a shot, and East comes back down the other way. Peyton to Haven.
Good help, good defense by Oak Hill, cutting off that pick and roll.
Gabe Patton.
It's getting physical under there. Armani Hicks and Brody Hamrick are really getting tangled up underneath. Hamrick's got the size advantage. Coach Jackson's wanting a foul. No call so far.
And they're going to get a walk.
Really getting physical underneath. Hicks was giving up a lot of size to Hamrick, and the ref is going to get them together. He's going to get them together. And he's going to tee up Hamrick. The ref wanted Hamrick and Hicks to come together. He was going to have a conference with them. Hamrick just kept walking away, and he finally got teed up for his trouble.
Well, we wanted some drama, and now we've got it.
If you could see it, it was a very physical possession. Hamrick was trying to post up Armani. Armani's giving up a lot of size, and it was getting really physical. A lot of bumping, a lot of pushing. There was no call. And the official wanted them to get together, and he was wanting to have a conference with both players as Malachi knocks down the first technical. And I don't know if Hamrick didn't hear him or was just ignoring him. The ref obviously thought he was being ignored and teed up Hamrick.
6-point game here. Malachi up in second of the technical free throws. He hits them both, 13-8. And of course, Oak Hill will retain possession. Trevor Kelly will inbound the basketball to Malachi. Armani Hicks puts a shot up, misses it, no good. Dixon comes down with the rebound.
Donovan Penn has checked into the game for Greenbrier East now. He's got the ball. He's getting his first action. Also, Jacob Tomlinson has checked in for Greenbrier East. Nice block by Kelly, really good help. They have an injured East player down here. That's Peyton DeHaven. So they have 5 on 4, couldn't do anything with it. DeHaven's down here by himself for
what a
Kelly got it again. Trevor Kelly, great defense. I thought that was going to be an easy layup. Kelly's able to get back and pin it. Fantastic effort.
3 seconds to go. He's going to try to get a shot. Malachi puts up from half court and just misses it. Wow, what a quarter that was to start out with. Chris, we'll take our break to catch our breath, and we'll be back on the New River Network right after this.
Hi, everybody. I'm Greg Christ, host of the Courtside with Coach Chris show. I'm inviting you to join me and Dave Gorby every Thursday night at 7:30 here on the New River Network. We have a lot of fun doing this show with a wide variety of guests and topics that we offer, and we think you might enjoy it. So join us here on Thursday nights for the Courtside with Coach Chris show right here on the New River Network.
Welcome back into the New River Network. Lucas Berry, Chris Rader here with you. Chris, what an end to the first quarter that was.
Yeah, things got kind of intense. We had a technical call on Brody Hamrick as the refs tried to get him together. Hamrick, again, I'm not sure Hamrick heard him. The ref thought he was being ignored by Hamrick, so he teed him up for it. The story of the first quarter was Greenbrier East all over the offensive boards. And Oak Hill, so far, Malachi Lewis has done all their scoring. He's got all 8 of their points. You're going to have to get somebody else involved. Brent Connolly, who had a nice game off the bench for Oak Hill against Nicholas County, he's checked in to the game now for the Devils. He knocked down a 3 and then knocked down 3 foul shots the last game. So maybe he can provide them a little spark off the bench with some offense.
We shall see.
Good kick.
3 balls in the air, no good.
That's a good look by Conley, and it just rimmed out, but they'll live with that shot.
3 balls in the air again, this time no good. Malachi brings the rebound down, he'll shot back up the floor. Malachi looking to do something, slows it down. He will have a foul call. And are they gonna get him for that?
No, that's gonna be on Gabe Patton. That's gonna be his first. And I don't think they reset the fouls. I guess they don't reset them if they don't get the 5 in the quarter.
Three ball is in the air. It's in and out, no good. Gets his own rebound, though, or at least he did.
Nice job. Well, he did. He was able to tip it to Kelly, so he didn't get the rebound, but he was responsible for keeping the possession.
Well, Nelson, foul call. Stoppage of play, anyway.
That's going to be on Jacob Tomlinson. Or no, they might get offensive there. It looks like they're going to get Cole Nelson and want to push off that time. So that'll be Cole's first. I thought they might get Tomlinson on a block.
East will inbound the basketball. The 5-point lead, 13-8, just underway here in the second quarter.
Reed McCraw has checked into the game now for Greenbrier East too, so they're getting into their bench here a little bit. Well, that's Patton. Patton's the guy that they're going to try to run offense through.
Kicking it out.
Good ball
Three
movement.
Ball is in the air, in and out. I don't know how that didn't fall.
Now, Oak Hill finally is starting to get some defensive boards and holding Greenbrier East to one and done. That was not the case in the first quarter.
Malachi has it.
Nice move.
Kicks it out. Wide open three. No good.
I would have liked to see Malachi just finish that. I thought Malachi should have just shot the ball. Being unselfish, he found his teammate. Cole had a good look. Cole has struggled with his shot here in the early part of the season, but I thought Malachi had a good look for a pretty easy shot there if he just puts it up. Noah McClung is going to the scorer's table, much to the delight of the Oak Hill student section.
Spartans now.
Nice hands by Cole Nelson. Good job.
Nelson bringing it down the floor. That's Trevor Kelly. 4-3, no good. Spartans still take the rebound.
Nice block out that time by Donovan Penn.
To the bucket, and he gets the foul.
Yeah.
No.
Cole Nelson, yeah.
So an offensive foul, forget that call.
So that's going to be Gabe Patton's second, so they got to be careful here. He was called for the charge. Nice job by Nelson to get in there and play on his feet. So Noah McClung is going to check into the game. So Oak Hill getting into their bench a little bit here now too. The only starters on the floor are Armani Hicks and Malachi Lewis.
They just handle the basketball themselves. Lewis has the ball now. Gets out to Armani. And just let's see what they call here. They're going to keep it on this end of the floor.
That's a great effort by Reed McCraw there, though. Really just laid out for the basketball. He's very active defensively. They've really outplayed Oak Hill up to this point.
McClung gets the ball into Malachi. Trying to get it back out.
Again, good hands that time by Tomlinson. So if you chart deflections like a lot of coaches do, East is starting to rack them up.
One will once again get it out to Malachi Lewis, who handles the basketball now. Calls out instructions to his teammates. Takes it himself. Puts a shot up. Can't get it to go.
Bench
comes out with the rebound.
Coach Jackson really wanted the foul that time.
Here's Hammer. Tried to go in. What a play that was.
A lot of contact. The refs are allowing a lot of contact. Now they're going to call that. Let's see. Refs allowing a lot of contact here underneath. That's going to be on Reed McCraw. That's going to be his first. That should be a shooting foul. So that'll send Armani Hicks to the line, and we're going to see if an Oak Hill player besides Malachi Lewis can get to the scoring column here. That was I got to be honest, I'm very surprised that McClung wasn't called for a foul down here on our end. But the refs let it go as Hicks knocks down his first.
The score we don't like to talk about, 13-9.
Yeah, let's not bring that up.
No. We don't have to anymore, 13-10. East brings the ball up the floor now. And we got another whistle on the floor.
I think we're going to get that on Armani. That's going to be his first. Each team with, nice inbound that time. Caught Oak Hill asleep. Cole Nelson got beat. And Lane Lambert got the easy layup because of it.
Malachi has the basketball now. Finds his teammate Armani Hicks. To the corner. Got to take it in. Nelson, nice move. And he gets rewarded for 2.
Nice job by Cole. He's able to keep his pivot foot. I didn't think he was going to for a minute there. I thought he was going to lift it. But able to keep it and step up and under for a nice little shot in the lane.
Coach Jackson calling out defensive instructions to his team. That's a nice look. And thank you, Coach Jackson, for saving my face.
It was a good cut by Tomlinson. They had the right idea right there, but the pass was a little offline. They airmailed it to us here in the corner.
I knew I had a face for radio, but I don't need that compounded.
It was a nice cut by Tomlinson, though. If that's a better pass, he's got a layup. Good pick and roll to the big man, McClung. Got it.
He's up and in. And don't look now, but it's a 1-point game.
How about Brent Conley and Noah McClung coming off the bench with a really nicely executed pick and roll? Looked really good doing that.
That feels defense starting to show up here.
Good hands by Nelson
steal.
again.
Nelson
That's 2 steals for Cole Nelson.
gets it out to Conley. Back out to Malachi. Malachi looking, assessing his options. Conley puts it up for 3, no good. And another foul is called.
We're going to get another cheapie that time on Armani. That's going to be his second. He's got really active hands. He's always looking to reach in, and every once in a while he gets caught with his hand in the cookie jar. It looks like he got poked in the eye. So Andre Wright's going to check in for Armani. Conley's going to take a seat as Kiska comes back in.
As East will inbound the basketball in front of their own bench.
We also have a new player that's checked in for Greenbrier East. That's that's Braylon Godfrey. He's a 6'4" freshman. He's a big freshman, number 23 on the floor for Greenbrier East. Him and McClung are really battling down there in the post. Very physical down there between McClung and Godfrey.
Another foul is called.
I think we got that on McClung. I couldn't quite see.
I couldn't either.
The number Mike Price was flashing there, but I'm going to give that unofficially to McClung. And that's going to send Hamrick to the line.
First shot is up, and it's good, 16-14.
So that's also Oak Hill's 15th foul. So again, with the new rule in place, East will be in the bonus, and even common fouls, they'll be shooting the rest of the quarter. So Benitez is having a conversation with Jeff Harding and Mike Price. I don't know if he thinks that's the wrong guy shooting or what, as Hamrick misses the second.
Hicks brings it up. Kitska has it now. East really had Oak Hill trapped in the corner there, but they get out of it. Kitska puts it up, no good. Rebound comes back out. Thought he had a thought about it, and no, they're still fighting for it. Kitska comes back down with it out to Malachi.
Kitska doing good work on the boards for Oak Hill. I actually thought Cole gave up an easier shot for a tougher shot that time. We're going to have a foul on East. That'll be a shooting foul. Let's see who they give that to. That's going to be on the freshman, Godfrey. That'll be his first. That's going to send Malachi to the line. Malachi's got 8. He's going to see if he can get in double figures here before halftime.
Have a chance to tie the game. First shot is up and good. And the second shot is missed, but Spartansville coming back down with it. Buddy Hammer. Now it's Peyton to Haven.
Really physical between McClung and Godfrey under there.
Haven puts it up, no good. McClung won the battle, and Kiska's off of the races. And there's going to be a foul called there.
So they're going to get Nathan Dixon on that, who's having a really nice game. He's the highest score for East with 8 points. That's going to be his first foul. And now Oak Hill, both teams are in the bonus, so any foul will be a 2-shot foul here from here on out.
Levi can tie and give Oak Hill the lead, and he misses the first one.
Yeah, he was falling. I mean, he was falling away on the shot too. In fact, he wants to toe that line and stay stationary. He almost fell over the line as he was taking the shot. He never really had his feet set.
We've got a timeout on the floor. We'll take a quick one with them here on the New River Network. Stay with us. We got a good one.
Hi, everybody. I'm Greg Christ, host of the Courtside with Coach Chris show. I'm inviting you to join me and Dave Gorby every Thursday night at 7:30 here on the New River Network. We have a lot of fun doing this show with a wide variety of guests and topics that we offer, and we think you might enjoy it. So join us here on Thursday nights for the Courtside with Coach Chris show right here on the New River Network.
Welcome back here on the New River Network as we...
So Kiska's going to have another one coming to him. He missed the first. He ties it up. He gets his first point of the game there. Good defense by Malachi. Cut him off. This is DeHaven. He's back in the game now. DeHammer being watched by Wright. Lost it.
Sums up McClung. What a block that was. And now Kiska's off of the races. It's got a tight one here so far. And McClung kicking it back out to Malachi. Malachi dishing to McClung on the inside. Shots up, no good. East comes down with the rebound, under 2 to play in the first half.
It was a nice dish. Might have been a little low. If he hits him in the chest with that, it's an easier pass for McClung to handle. Nice cut. Good block, and we're going to have a foul. I think that's going to be on Kiska. Yeah, that's going to be Kiska's second. Well, that's going to send Jacob Tomlinson to the line. He's looking for his first point of the night. He'll get it. As Brent Conley checks back into the game for the Devils. And then Lane Lambert checks back in for Greenbrier East.
Tomlinson for his second, and he gets it. So 18-16 it is. Malachi.
They want McClung shoot, the big guy.
4-3, he nearly hit it.
And that's what you get in the 5-out offense. If you get the shot, take it. McClung wasn't gun shy. Good, strong take that time. Couldn't finish it. Nice physical drive.
Ball's on the floor.
Haven tracks it down. Nice cut.
Oh, what a collision that was.
They're going to get McClung for undercutting him. He's trying to take the charge. I think that's a good call by Jeff Harding, though.
As Lambert hit the deck hard.
Yeah, he really did. Very physical game. That's going to be McClung's second. That's going to send Lambert to the line. I've got Lane with 4 points unofficially.
And the shot is up, and it's good. So 19-16 East, 3-point lead as Lambert will get a shot, another shot here, make it a 4-point game.
Donovan Penn checks back into the game for Greenbrier East.
And he does, in fact, make it a 4-point game. as Malachi handles the basketball now. Approaching a minute to go in the first half. Stoppage here.
That's going to be a foul on number 2, Peyton DeHaven. That's going to be his first. And again, being in the bonus, that's going to send Andre Wright to the line to shoot 2 shots. Andre looking for his first points of the night.
And he does make it. And a football score, 20-17.
It's been a rock fight. Yeah, I mean, it hasn't been a thing of beauty for either team.
Make it 20-18. With 1 minute even to go in the game, in the first half, rather. Final 10. Here's Dixon. Dixon taking it himself, and he gets it.
That's a tough shot. Nathan Dixon's really been the offensive catalyst for Greenbrier. That's not bad defense. He took a tough shot, but just able to knock it down.
Whistle near the end of the floor here. Couldn't tell what for.
That's going to be on number 0, Donovan Penn. That's going to be his first. As he and Malachi got singled up as Malachi was driving the lane. And Oak Hill just can't quite pull even. They've kept the lead. Every time they get close to cutting into it or tying it, Greenbrier East will extend it back out. And Malachi is now in double figures with 10 for Oak Hill.
22-19 lead for the Spartans here. As Malachi's second shot is up and good. 22-20. DeHaven brings it up for the Spartans. Gonna get it out over here.
Yeah, he walked. That's a good call. Lambert was looking for a cutter, then decided better of it, but shuffled his feet when he pulled the ball back.
And with 20.6 to go, you'd have to assume Oak Hill is just going to hold it for the last shot.
You would think. I would think Oak Hill would be patient here and just hold for the last shot. You might see Malachi, he's calling McClung off. McClung was trying to set him a pick, and he called him off. We're going to have 5 seconds. Yeah, good defense that time by Donovan Penn. There's some conversation between McClung and Malachi. Malachi called off the pick once, and then McClung came back to try to set it again. And I think it just threw Malachi's timing off.
Now Greenbrier East a chance to get one last shot for the board. The shot is up, and it's no good. So at halftime, it is 22-20. The visiting Spartans have the lead on the hosting homestanding Red Devils. We shall return for the second half right after this on the new River Network. Welcome back into our halftime content here on the Nerva Network. Lucas Berry, Chris Rader here with you. And Chris, I think you said in the first half it was a rock fight, and it certainly was.
Yeah, absolutely. If you love offensive basketball, that probably wasn't the half you were wanting to see. Very physical, not a lot of shots falling for either teams, some turnovers, a very physical game. So, yeah, it's a rock fight, and that's kind of what you expect when you have two old rivals get together. A couple times some tempers got flared. We had a technical called on Brody Hamrick for Greenbrier East. So, very physical game. Oak Hill did a lot better job in the second quarter of getting on the boards, not allowing East so many offensive rebounds, but they're having trouble getting anything started offensively themselves, other than Malachi Lewis, he's the game high scorer right now with 11. But they got to get some other players involved, and they got to be able to run their offense and get some easier looks at the basket.
For Greenbrier East, we talked about how important this game is for them. Having this is a sectional game, it counts for seeding. They've already lost their game with the section. They have to be feeling like, okay, I mean, it's a 2-point game. The game is there for both teams, right? It's certainly right there. So for Greenbrier East, you're looking, okay, let's just finish the game. And for Oak Hill, you're right there.
Well, and East is definitely playing like they have something to prove. They don't want to lose back-to-back games to Beckley and Oak Hill, and East is playing really hard, and they took the fight to Oak Hill there in the first half, especially in the first quarter when they really controlled the offensive glass, and that was what really got East their lead, which they haven't relinquished. I mean, it's been a close game the whole way, but unless I'm mistaken, I don't think Oak Hill's had the lead at any point.
I think you're right.
And I don't think they've been tied with them since 2-2, so East has been able to fight off Oak Hill's advances for the lead, and they really took the fight to Oak Hill in the first quarter by just crashing the offensive glass and getting extra possessions.
You said something in that little bit. You talked in the pregame about how Coach Jackson said Greenbrier East plays hard. But we said, sometimes that can be kind of a backhanded compliment.
We're seeing it, though.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah, he was right. Yeah, absolutely.
He was right, and there's no backhanded compliment. This team just plays hard, and they came here to make a point.
No, when Tess said it, I don't think he meant it as a backhanded compliment. I think sometimes it can be construed by other coaches like that. But he mentioned it twice during our phone conversation. Actually, he said they really play hard, and he said that'll keep them in games, just the effort they give. And I think we've absolutely seen that. They had a lot of deflections on the defensive end, crashing the glass, getting a lot of offensive rebounds there in the first quarter, and I think that is what has staked them to a lead that they haven't given up yet. But all that being said, it's still a 2-point lead, so we're a bucket away from Oak Hill tying it or taking the lead. So it hasn't been a very competitive game, but every time Oak Hill's been in position to tie it or take the lead, East has been able to stave them off.
It's been one of those classic Southern West Virginia rivalry games is what it's been. I think that might be the best way to describe it. We're getting set for the third quarter here at the Lilly Center Fred Ferry Jr. Court as the final seconds tick down off the third quarter. Off the halftime clock. I'll get it right eventually. I think Oak Hill's got to get some scoring from somebody. You know, Trevor Kelly's been held scoreless. He's a guy that I think Oak Hill's dependent on to get some buckets for him as the season progresses. He's been held scoreless, so we'll see if Coach Jackson wants to have an early set where Trevor is posting somebody up or gets an ISO or is maybe coming off a pick or something to get him going and see the ball go through the net for him. East will begin our third quarter with the basketball. And we are underway. Here's Dixon.
Good hands by Hicks. Nice job.
On it's basketball now. Trevor Kelly to the inside, and the game is tied.
And maybe that'll get Kelly going a little bit, seeing the ball go through the hoop there. Really nice job by Armani Hicks, not only getting the steal, but then pulling it back out, waiting for Kelly to come down, and a nice dish.
Three ball is in the air. It's no good. Rebound comes back down to the Spartans. They'll kick it back out.
And again, another extra possession for Greenbrier East off that offensive rebound.
And a three in the air. Good.
And they cash in. Yeah, they absolutely cash in. Brody Hamrick, he's got 7 now.
Well, the good news is we're off to a better start in the from the first minute, second half we were in the first half.
And again, an offensive rebound leads to an extra possession and points for East. That's how they got the lead to begin with.
Here's Malachi. Off-ball foul.
Oh. So that's going to be on Hicks. That's his third.
And the Oak Hill bench was none too
Well, as they
thrilled
were
with
getting up, DeHaven gave him a little shove. I'm actually, to be honest, I'm surprised they didn't team up for that. He did give Hicks a little shove as they were getting up. I don't know if they saw it or just thought there wasn't enough there, but that's what the bench reacted to. It wasn't the initial foul on Hicks. It says they were getting up off the floor. DeHaven gave him a little shove off of him.
Speaking of DeHaven, he'll bring the ball up the floor now. And he has it. He's being picked. Dixon now. Patton.
Good job by Cole
Dixon.
to cut him off there.
Dixon to the bucket. Shot is missed.
Nice
Kelly
job.
brings the rebound down.
Good defensive possession that time.
In comes Malachi. Gives it back out to Cole Nelson. Cole Nelson. Got to do something with it. Gives it back out to Levi Kiska. Kiska back out to Nelson. 4-3. He hit it! 25 apiece.
Nice job by Kiska to drive the lane and find Nelson in the corner that time. Cole finally knocks down a three. He had trouble getting in track against Nicholas County from three-point land until late in the game. So he's got to be happy to see the ball go through the net.
Hamrick kicks it back out.
That's good D by Cole Nelson again. Nelson's had a good defensive game for Oak Hill.
Kelly brings rebound down, but it's stolen and missed the layup. Wow, what a shot that was, and he missed it.
Nice take by
Kelly
Kelly.
to the lane, he hit it. Oak Hill has the lead for the first time tonight.
Yeah, really nice take by Kelly that time. Fake the pass to the corner, easy layup. Nice job by Trevor.
Shot goes up, no good.
And again, the offensive rebound for Lane
27
Lambert.
all.
He's got 8. And again, that's killing Oak Hill. Quick trigger three, that's all.
Kiska, no. East will run the other way with it. Hamrick dished off, couldn't see who he dished it off to, but Kiska comes back down with it, foul called.
So that's going to be on Hamrick. That's going to be his second. It was a nice job by Kiska on the defensive end to regain the possession for Oak Hill. Then he got fouled.
Malachi will bring up the floor. He'll slow it down a little bit. Action, no
So they're
doubt,
posting
picking
Kelly
here
up
in the
now.
Second half. Kelly is
And
fouled, and
one.
he hit it. Chance for a three-point play the old-fashioned way.
So I mentioned right before halftime, maybe they could get Trevor Kelly on track. He's got 6 points this quarter, trying to add. Oh, they're going to wave the shot off, I think. Wow, I thought he was definitely shooting that time,
I did too.
I'm
surprised by that.
I'm really surprised by that. I thought he was definitely in the act of shooting. Nice little curl by Malachi.
Malachi says, all right. 29-27, Oak Hill with the lead here. 4.5 to play in the third quarter. Hamrick. 4-3, no good. Rebound comes down to Andre Wright. He'll push the ball up the floor. Wright trying to do it himself. Kicks it back out. Tried to anyway, but it comes back down from Brody Hamrick.
Yeah, nice
He'll give it out
hands
to
by
Peyton
Hamrick
DeHaven.
that time.
DeHaven goes up, and he missed it.
That's going to be a foul on Cole Nelson. That's going to be Nelson's second. Both teams with 2 team fouls. And again, I always feel the need to mention the new rule change with 5 team fouls, then you automatically get into the bonus.
As it is an inbound. And East will have it. They'll set things up.
Well, that's Dixon. He's had a nice game tonight. He's their high scorer with 10.
Donovan
Good D
Penn
by
now.
Kiska.
Try to get it inside.
Donovan
set
Penn
things
is
up.
checked back in the game for Greenbrier East as well. Sorry to cut you off.
You're good. DeHaven. Puts a shot up, no good.
Patton's really been quiet tonight. In fact, he hasn't scored.
Malachi tries to go coast to coast, and he does.
He's got 15 now.
He's got just under half rather. Yeah, just over of Oak Hill's points. Here's Dixon now, trying to do it himself.
Good hands by Malachi.
Malachi, nice move there. He'll put it up himself. Shots up, no good. Kissick comes back with a rebound. Andre Wright for three. He hit it!
Great job by Levi Kiska that time, able to keep the possession alive.
Time out on the floor. And listen to this Lilly Center crowd get into it. They can smell blood in the water.
Nice job, Oak Hill. Yeah, nice little run here. And again, they've been able to get some scoring from guys other than Malachi, which, you know, I mentioned it at halftime, you had to do that. You had to get your offense going. You had to get some other guys involved. Malachi was the dominant scorer, and we've seen that. Trevor Kelly's knocked down a couple layups. Andre Wright now knocked down a shot. Cole Nelson knocked down a three here in the corner. So it's been a real team effort here for Oak Hill here in the third quarter to wrestle that lead away from Greenbrier East.
We'll reset things. 3:11 to go in the third quarter. It is 34-27. Oak Hill has the lead. And the Greenbrier East Spartans here. Looked like an Oak Hill coach having a conversation with an official. It wasn't Coach Jackson. He was in the huddle. But,
yeah, he still might be arguing that foul with Trevor Kelly. I thought Kelly was definitely in the act of shooting.
I did too.
And they waved it off and said it happened on the floor. I don't think he was crazy about that call. So I don't know if that's what that conversation was about or not, but he could be setting up the ref to give him another call later on in the game.
All in the name of gamesmanship. As Greenbrier East brings the ball up, it's Dixon. Donovan Penn now. Want to see on that far side. He's taking himself. Kicks it back out. Thought there was a shot there to the red lane himself. Oh. In and out. No good.
It was a nice take. He tried to finish with his left hand and just went in and out. Nice run.
What feed by Malachi to Levi Kiska.
Great work from Malachi. Good run out by Levi too. Great job.
Here's DeHaven. Donovan Penn.
Tough shot.
Up and good.
That's his first points of the game.
And he sorely needed that.
Yeah, it was good defense. Penn just hit a tough shot.
Here's Malachi. Over to Trevor Kelly. Kiska, 3 balls in the air, no good. East will bring the board down. Dixon gets out to Donovan Penn, pushing up the floor now. No good, and whistles on the floor.
Let's see what the call was. Let's see if Jeff Harding can give us. That's going to be on Cole Nelson. That's going to be his third. He's really the first one in foul trouble for either team. They're going to leave him out there.
3 balls in the air, rims out. And Kiska brings the rebound down. They'll push it up for Nelson. Nelson puts it in the air, no good.
I'm not sure if Coach Jackson loved that shot. That was a quick trigger shot. Oak Hill lucky to get the possession back.
Possession arrow was called here. They'll stay on this end.
Brent Conley looks like he's set to check in here for Oak Hill. But he's not going in just yet.
Nope, not quite.
He might be going in here for Nelson where he's got 3 fouls.
Trevor Kelly gets the ball in. Malachi Lewis holds it. Kiska thought about it, drives in the lane. He missed it, gets the rebound though, has a chance to put it back up. And this time he should get the and one.
I'll tell you what, Levi Kiska really, and I said this he really plays hard. Everything he does hard, he does full throttle, and he does aggressively. And he just stayed with that time. As they will get Nelson out of the game with his 3 fouls. And Brent Conley's going to check in as Kiska tries to complete the 3-point play here for Oak Hill and give the Devils their biggest lead of the game.
And I heard a whistle while that ball was in the air.
Yeah, Levi's he's got to set his feet at the line. That's twice he's done that. It's like he's fallen into the shot. He's leaning into the shot, and he actually just stepped over the line as he released it. He's really got to set his feet.
De Haven brings the ball up the floor for the Spartans, and Trevor Kelly picks it off. He's running the other way, and he went for a dunk, and he got it anyway. He'd about the house down if he made that.
Trevor was going for the Jordan lean that time. They're going to call a foul on him, I believe. Yeah. Yeah, if Trevor would have completed that dunk, I think I might have had to take my headphones off, give him some dap for that. I mean, he was really looking to throw that one down. I mean, he even had kind of a lean on that. The bucket went in regardless.
That would have been a highlight of my time here in the Greenbrier, that's for sure.
I didn't see who got the foul that time. I apologize.
I did not either.
Donovan Penn's going to the line.
And he misses the first one.
So that is O'Keel's 4th team foul. The next one, Greenbrier East will be shooting the rest of the game as Noah McClung's going to check in. Kelly takes a seat.
$40-29, $1:15 to go in our third quarter. And the second one falls, so make it a 10-point game once again. He's applying some pressure here as Malachi takes it himself, and there's a foul called on the floor.
I think it's going to be a block on Donovan Penn. That'll send Malachi to the line. He's got a game-high 15, which leads all scorers. Really aggressive drive that time for Malachi. But he's done a good job. He took control when Oak Hill needed some buckets here in the first half, but he's let his other teammates get involved here in the third quarter.
First one is up and good, 41-30. Second shot is up, in and out, no good. And we will keep it on this end of the floor.
And that was the freshman, Braylon Godfrey. He just couldn't quite corral the rebound that time. We'll keep an eye on him and McClung. They were really battling underneath in the first half.
Kiska over to Conley. Over to Wright. Kiska. To the lane himself. He got it.
Yeah, Levi Kiska's giving Oak Hill a little spark here in the third quarter. Again, nice aggressive drive. Everything he does hard.
De Haven. Has the basketball now. Kicks it out. Going inside.
Ooh. They're going to count that too. I think it's going to be on Noah McClung. There was a big collision under there.
They are indeed going to count it. So 43-32 for the moment. And we'll have a chance to cut it down to a 10-point deficit once again.
So that's going to be McClung's third. He hasn't played a lot, but
he's been in the center of the action when he has.
He's been in the center of the action when he has. Yeah, that's going to be Reed McCraw, and that's going to be his first points of the game. And he's looking to finish the old-fashioned three-point play.
And he does not. And the rebound comes up the floor here for the Devils as Kiska kicks it out to Malachi. Over to Levi Kiska, 4-3. He was fouled in the process, right in front of us.
That's going to be Donovan Penn on the foul. It's going to be his second. I think that's going to be a 3-shot foul.
Referee is indicating it is indeed going to be a 3-shot foul. Chance to balloon this lead to 14. And he makes the first.
Aiden Smith comes off the bench. He's looking to get his first action of the night.
Second shot is up and good once again.
And Aiden's going to check in for Malachi. They're going to give him a little blow here right before the end of the quarter. Smart move here by Benitez Jackson, because I don't think Malachi's came off the court. It gives him a little extended blow.
And they're saying never happened.
He did it again. That's 3 times tonight that Levi has kind of fallen over the line as he's taken his foul shot. He's really got to work on that.
Here's McCraw. Takes it himself, and he gets it.
That's a nice take by Reed McCraw. He went right by Brent Conley that time. Nice take.
Here's Kiska. 8 seconds to go in the quarter. 5 to shoot. Got to do something. He'll put it up right as the quarter ends. And Levi Kiska is in some discomfort as the quarter comes to a close.
Yeah, he came down hard. There was some contact underneath. They didn't call anything. He came down right on his lower back or his tailbone there. He does look like he's in a lot of pain. He had a great quarter, but you have to think they're going to have to sit him down for a few minutes.
We shall return for the 4th quarter on the River Network right after this.
Retro Reset Wrestling is coming to you every Thursday at 9 p.m. on the New River Network. See hard-hitting wrestling action from today's rising stars in independent wrestling. If you are a wrestling fan of any generation, let us introduce you to the hottest wrestling promotion in West Virginia. You can also join a live show at the Crossroads Mall. Retro Reset Wrestling is coming to you every Thursday at 9 p.m. on the New River Network.
Welcome back to the Lilly Center. Lucas Berry and Chris Rader here with you. We have got a good one so far in this one, Chris, don't we?
Well, Oak Hill was able to take control in that 3rd quarter. They came in down 2. They were able to outscore Greenbrier East by 13 and take an 11-point lead. And again, I think it was really keyed by they were able to get other guys involved in the offense. It was kind of a one-man show with Malachi Lewis in the first half, but a lot of kids came up in the 3rd quarter and hit some big buckets for Oak Hill and was able to extend this lead back out to 11 for the Devils.
Just about extensive again, the final 8 minutes of action in this one. The Greenbrier East inbounding the basketball.
And Malachi Lewis and Cole Nelson both check back into the game for Oak Hill.
Here's the Havant.
Good left-handed take. Reed McCraw, who hadn't scored, all of a sudden scored their last 6. That's a nice little left-handed take. That cuts the lead down to 9.
Malachi has the ball, gets it out to McClung. Over to Cole Nelson now. Cole Nelson trying to find it back to Malachi, and Greenbrier will take it the other way.
This is Patton.
And he gets it up and in.
Patton gets his first points of the game. He's been very quiet, but that cuts it to 7.
And all of a sudden, we're only 40 seconds into the 3rd quarter, and it's already a 7-point game. 4th quarter, it's already a 7-point game. Here's Malachi Lewis barking out instructions to his teammates. He puts a 3 ball in the air, and he hit it.
McClung came over to set the pick. Malachi, and I think the defender may have looked just for a moment. He might have got caught leaning, thinking he was going to try to get around the pick, and Malachi was just able to pull a quick trigger 3 and knock it down.
48-38, a 10-point lead restored for Oak Hill here.
So that gets Malachi up to 19. He's the game-high scorer. And that was a big bucket because Greenbrier East had cut the lead to 7 and gotten a little bit of momentum back. And again, just a nice job by Malachi, reading his defender as McClung came over to set the pick. And I think Malachi sensed that he was looking at the pick, maybe looking to get through, and Malachi just pulled up a 3 right in his face. Nice job.
For information for later, it might come into play here. Oak Hill has 3 timeouts left. The Spartans have 4. That might become important later.
And they have reset the fouls now, so that's interesting. I don't think they did that
in the first half.
In the first half, when the team fouls were under 5, they just kept them where they were. So they have reset the fouls here in the 4th quarter.
McCraw.
Nice post.
Gets
He
it
had
in.
good position.
Three ball is in the air, and it's good.
Nice job by Nathan Dixon. He's got 13. That's a nice offensive set that time. Little inside out for Greenbrier East.
Trevor Kelly now with the basketball. Cole Nelson's wide open. He puts a three ball in the air. He rims out.
That was a nice no-look pass. Cole had a good look, just didn't finish it.
And you in for the Spartans, up and in.
And here comes DeHaven. Here comes Greenbrier East again. DeHaven's first points of the night. And that cuts it to 5. They're right back in it. And if you're looking to stop momentum, the guy with the ball in his hands is the guy who can do it.
Malachi Lewis looked like he tripped, but he gets it out. Trevor Kelly now. Kelly puts it up.
Wow.
And he gets the roll.
Yeah, that's a big shot.
50-43.
Malachi very lucky to keep his dribble that time.
There's McCraw.
They're going to call the walk on McCraw. DeHaven still pleading his case. He thought Malachi walked when he fell. The ref said he kept his dribble alive, and then Trevor was able to hit a really tough mid-range jumper here and got the roll. Nice hands by DeHaven, but Oak Hill comes back up with it.
Trevor Kelly now crosses the half-court line. He's at the foul line, puts it up, and it's no good. Rebound comes down to the Spartans. McCraw pushing up the floor now.
Good block by
Blocked.
Trevor Kelly. They got numbers. They want
Here
it.
comes Malachi. To the lane himself, no good. Kelly puts it back up, also no good. Dixon comes down with the rebound. And he'll bring up the floor for the Spartans here. 5:20 to go in our game. DeHaven.
Oh, it's a good look from Patton. Couldn't knock it down. Got his own rebound, though. Wow.
What a rebound that was.
And again, Greenbrier East making hay on the offensive glass.
That's the definition of following your shot. As Armani Hicks brings the ball up the floor now.
That was a really good set. Patton had a great look, just couldn't quite knock it down. But again, like you mentioned, got his own rebound.
Hicks trying to set things up. He'll take it himself. And the Spartans now are running with it. DeHaven.
Good pass.
Up, and it's in. 3-point game.
Boy, Reed McCraw had a really nice half here. He's got 8 points, and that cuts the lead to 3, Lucas.
With 4:30 to go. Timeout on the floor, and we'll take it with them. On the New River Network, stay with us. We have a good one on our hands.
Retro Reset Wrestling is coming to you every Thursday at 9 p.m. on the New River Network. See hard-hitting wrestling action from today's rising stars in independent wrestling. If you are a wrestling fan of any generation, let us introduce you to the hottest wrestling promotion in West Virginia. You can also join a live show at the Crossroads Mall. Retro Reset Wrestling is coming to you every Thursday at 9 p.m. on the New River Network.
Welcome back, and we are set for a thrilling conclusion to this one. 50-47, Oak Hill has the lead over the visiting section rival Greenbrier Spartans. 4:30 to play in our game. As Trevor Kelly will inbound the basketball.
He's showing pressure now here, full court pressure, and it causes a turnover. Here's McCraw again.
Nothing comes of it. And Malachi pushes the ball up the floor. He falls again. And East is able to get out ahead of it. Here's McCraw, putting it back up to Patton. Patton trying to find some space. He does, but he gets a shot off, and nope. And Malachi going down the other way will make it.
Yeah, that was a nice fake. He got Patton in the air, very patient that time by Malachi Lewis. Oak Hill very lucky if they lost possession on the press that they didn't give up an easy bucket. I think he surprised them with that pressure.
Here's Patton. Out to McCraw. McCraw for threes in the air, and it's good.
Man, Reed McCraw has having a big second half. All 11 of his points have been here in the second half. That cuts it to 2.
52-50. Malachi puts it up. No good.
Look at
Kiska's in there with the rebound.
Just battling. Couldn't quite come up with, but he was battling underneath, almost saved that possession for Oak Hill. And East can take the lead or tie it up here, Lucas. They were down by, I believe, as many as 11 at one point.
I think so, yes. McCraw gets it over. Patton trying. And I can't tell who that is, but he puts a shot up.
DeHaven, there was some contact underneath. They let it go. DeHaven was a little out of control that time.
And Trevor Kelly now. Hands it to Malachi. Malachi trying to set things up, see if he takes himself. He get it over to Armani Hicks. Back over to Malachi. He'll mishandle it for a second, but gets it back. He found the open spot, and he took it, and he made it.
Yeah, that's just Malachi being the best athlete on the court that time. Really nice take. Little European.
Big McCraw here to Peyton. Dixon gets it out. McCraw. Reed McCraw to the lane.
Oh,
in and out, no good.
It was a great take by
Got his
McCraw.
rebound, and that's a foul called on the floor.
So I think that's going to be on Armani Hicks. That's going to be his fourth. So one more and he's out. That's going to send Hamrick to the line.
He comes over to have a conversation with his head coach. Benitez Jackson giving some words of advice to his player. We have a three-point game here as Brody Hamrick knocks down the first. And he knocks down both. Make it a two-point contest. We've got a timeout here on the floor. With 2:17 to go.
Nah, I mean, a great job by Greenbrier East to get back in the game here. We got a battle here in the last 2:17, Lucas.
Absolutely, we do.
Got to give a lot of credit to Reed McCraw for Greenbrier East. He was scoreless. I'm not even sure Reed McCraw played in the first half. If he did, I didn't call his name. He's got 12 second half points. He's really been the catalyst for the comeback here in the second half for the Spartans. Really making his presence known on the offensive end, and he's helped Greenbrier East get back into this.
Yeah, I don't remember him playing in the first half. So if he has, it's been all in the second half.
It's been all in the second half, and so yeah, he's really gotten Greenbrier East back into the game. Malachi had a nice, it was a Euro step. He had a nice little Euro step down here when he finished. He's got 23 now. That was a big bucket for Oak Hill. But then Hamrick was able to knock down a couple shots and cut it back down to 2. So we're going to have a barn burner the last 2:17.
Who would have thought this when we started this game? We started the game, the first 2 minutes didn't have a score?
Yeah, I mean, and it definitely more of an offensive flow. Definitely more of an offensive flow here in the second half. I've actually been impressed. I think East has ran good offense. They've gotten some good looks. And then Oak Hill's been able to, on their offensive end of the floor, get a lot of players involved. It's been a much more balanced scoring effort for Oak Hill. So, yeah, I had more of an offensive flow in the second half than the first half, no doubt about it.
Should be a thrilling last
and again,
2:17.
East showing full court pressure. They got a turnover here off the inbounds last time.
Trevor Kelly will try to get it in. And he will get it into Malachi Lewis. Lewis will push the ball up the floor here.
I thought they might try to trap Malachi, but then they backed out of it.
Malachi trying to go to work. Stops to Armani Hicks. Over to Levi Kiska. Kiska taking it himself on the baseline. Cole Nelson for 3. No.
It was a good look. Cole had a good look in the corner, just couldn't knock it down. And again, East can tie it or take the lead here with a 3.
Here's Patton. Over to Hammer.
Nice take.
To the lane. Game's tied at 54.
Yeah, Hammer took it right at Trevor Kelly. They're showing pressure. Armani's getting trapped. He's going to have to get rid of it. Lost the ball.
And Hammer, once again, East has taken the lead. And Coach Benitez Jackson no doubt wants to talk about it.
Yeah, as soon as Armani crossed half court, they trapped him over here in the corner, and he lost possession. And East has been showing pressure the last couple minutes. It's really thrown Oak Hill off, and I think it's caught them by surprise. They're able to get a cheap possession out of it and take the lead here with a minute 25 left.
Coach, we'd have a good one tonight now, didn't I?
It has, yeah, it has been. It's been a hotly contested game. It's going to come right down to the wire. So you have to think, Oak Hill's down 2, and I think everybody in the gym probably expects Malachi Lewis to get this ball maybe on an ISO. Now, if we know that, and Jared Patton knows that, so he might try to get the ball out of Malachi's hands. We might see a trap come. We might see a double. So little cat and mouse game here between the coaches, because Oak Hill needs a bucket here in the worst way.
Let's reset the emphasis for everyone here. This is a sectional game. It will count towards sectional teams when we get to March. Greenbrier East is already 0-1 in the section, having lost to Woodrow the last time out. This is a massive game for the Spartans, and they are certainly playing like it.
Yeah, and I've been impressed with Greenbrier East, and what Benitez told me has really come to. They do play very hard. They never give up. They play with a lot of effort, a lot of passion, and I can see why he mentioned that to me twice. I've seen it myself out here on the court tonight as well. Greenbrier East, and they're showing full court pressure. Oak Hill's had trouble handling it.
They get it in. Armani Hicks in that same spot where he got trapped. Crowd wanted a little bit of a push. And we're going to foul called here on East.
So that's going to be on DeHaven. And that's going to be his second. East really has nobody in foul trouble. Oak Hill has a couple. Hicks has 4, and Cole Nelson has 3, and Noah McClung has 3.
One foul each for on the scoreboard, so we're nowhere near
the bonus. That's a good point.
Armani Hicks with the basketball. Hands up to Malachi Lewis. Malachi taking it himself to the lane. Got it. No.
Boy, he got the look he wanted.
And here's Peyton.
That's going to be an and one.
And one.
And that. If I'm right, that'll foul Armani out. Malachi had a great look for a layup and just left it a little short. And that's going to send Patton to the line to try to finish the and one.
Gabe Patton is at the foul line for the Spartans.
Not sure what the discussion is here. Trevor Kelly's going to get out. Armani's coming out, so I had him unofficially with 5. I think he's done as Kelly comes in. Big turn of events there as Malachi he just missed the layup underneath. And Patton was able to hit his and finish the 3-point play.
Malachi. Oak Hill needs a bucket in the worst possible way. He'll put it up, no good. Trevor Kelly brings the rebound down, and there's a foul on the floor.
And that's going to be on DeHaven. It's his 3rd. But again, we're nowhere close to shooting foul shots yet. Both teams with just 2 team fouls here in the 4th quarter.
Kiska gets it into Trevor Kelly. Trevor Kelly diving in, he hit it.
Boy, that's a nice, strong drive by Trevor Kelly on the baseline there. I thought they threw it away for a minute. I didn't see Dixon down there. So we're going to have a foul on Conley.
37.9 here.
And Oak Hill's going to be in a position where they're going to have some consecutive fouls here because, with no shot clock, East can just hold the ball. So they're going to have to foul East a couple more times to get them on the line.
Timeout on the floor taken by the Spartans, so they will have they'll have 1 timeout left, as does Oak Hill. 2 fouls for the Spartans, 3 for the Red Devils. So to get to the foul shot, worrying about Oak Hill only needs to foul 2 more times.
Yeah, they're going to have to foul him a couple more times to get him shooting in the bonus. But again, this is where that rule really comes into effect, because in years past, when you would get to you finally start shooting, you're in a 1-and-1. So if you miss that front end, then Oak Hill can get the ball and have their own possession. Now, if you miss that front end, you still have another one coming to you. So the rule has an impact in situations like this. You no longer have that 1-and-1, and that really without the 1-and-1, that really takes some pressure off of the foul shooter, too. He knows he's got another one coming, whether he makes the first one or not.
Right. Don't need to put all your mental eggs in one basket.
Right,
making
yeah.
that first one.
Yeah, exactly.
They line up like a rugby game trying to get the ball in. And Oak Hill does, in fact, foul.
So the next one we'll have him, that's just Malachi's first, so he's got some fouls he can give. And the next one we'll have Greenbrier East shooting as they're up 3 with 36.7 to go.
DeHaven. The crawl. And there's our foul.
Well, that's probably the kind of half he's had. That's probably the last guy you want to send to the line is Reed McCraw. He's been great this half. He's got 12 second half points, and he's been the spark for Greenbrier East off the bench to key this second half comeback. And he'll be shooting 2 here.
First shot is up, and it's good.
And I think Coach Jackson's going offense-defense, so Aiden Smith's going to check back out as Cole Nelson and Trevor Kelly check in. I think Andre Wright's going to take a seat as well. So he had Aiden Smith in there to try to pick up a foul if he needed it, going offense-defense.
McCraw's second shot is up and good as well.
Those are big foul shots from Reed McCraw. Boy, he's been great here in the second half.
Yeah,
14 points.
Conley. Oak Hill needs to run. Trying to find Malachi. He does. Malachi. Taking it himself. Shots up. No good. Rebound comes down to the Spartans, and Oak Hill has no choice.
Yeah, you got a foul here. And Oak Hill's in trouble. And I got to give a lot of credit to Greenbrier East. I mean, Oak Hill, they had the lead at halftime, and Oak Hill completely took control of the game in the third quarter. And Oak Hill had an 11-point lead, if I'm correct.
I think you're right.
I think it was 45-34 coming into the fourth quarter, and Greenbrier East has absolutely just outplayed the Red Devils here in the fourth quarter, and they're on the precipice of winning this game.
First shot
Patton
is
misses
no
that
good.
one, so it's not over yet.
I'll tell you where I think the game changed. When Malachi had that on that break opportunity, and he missed the layup.
Well, that was huge. That ended up being, in essence, almost a 6 or 7 point, because Malachi missed the layup down here, and then East got the layup and the foul on the other end. So that ended up being a huge swing in the game.
Second shot is good.
They get the steal. Yeah, this is going to be a tough one. This will be a tough one for Oak Hill to swallow. They were in control of this game at home. Went into the fourth quarter with an 11-point lead. And unless we have a really crazy turn of events here in the last 15.9, they're going to drop this game.
Gabe Patton puts it up, and it's good.
And that's going to be a loss that'll keep Coach Jackson up tonight.
Second shot is up and good as well. And Kiska to the bucket. He'll get it up. He'll get it in. Another foul.
So Patton's going back to the line. He was really quiet for a while. He's actually now in the double figures. He's got 10. He can add to that here at the end of the game. But it's just really been a team effort for Greenbrier East. And they've had a lot of kids step up here in the second half, and especially here in the fourth quarter specifically, as Patton misses that one. But Patton picked up his scoring load. We talked about Reed McCraw. Nathan Dixon has 13. He's had a solid game. Brody Hamrick has 13. So just a really balanced scoring effort here tonight for Greenbrier East.
They get 65-58. Greenbrier has 7 seconds to get 7 points. Kiska puts a 3-ball in the air. It's no good. Count comes back up, and that will do it. As the Greenbrier East Spartans come into Oak Hill and win 65-58. And we talked about this earlier. This is a massive win for Greenbrier East. It's a tough pill to swallow for Oak Hill, but East came in here on a mission, and I'd say mission accomplished.
Well, if you're Greenbrier East, not only is it a win for you, I think this is a win that you can really build off of moving forward. This was a gut check for Greenbrier East after they got hammered pretty good by Beckley in their season opener. They come down here to Oak Hill, and they're down 11 heading into the fourth quarter, and it would have been very easy for Greenbrier East to just kind of pack it in and say, you know what, it's not our night. We'll get them when they come down to Fairleigh. And they did not do that. As Benitez Jackson told me, he said they will not quit. They play hard, and we saw that. And that effort is what got them the win here tonight as they overcome. They outscored Oak Hill by 18 in the fourth quarter, 18. So just a great effort here tonight by Greenbrier East, and I got to give them a lot of credit. And again, man, if you're Oak Hill, that's a tough pill to swallow to lose that game because you were in full control of that basketball game and just couldn't close it out.
Indeed it is. We will close out our coverage here from the Lilly Center. 65-58. Once again, the Spartans have won the game over the Oak Hill Red Devils. For Chris Rader and Darren McGuffin throwing the switches here behind us, I'm Lucas Berry saying thank you so much for tuning in. Until we meet again on the River Network, thank you so much for watching. Good night, everyone.